Good quality housing has a positive impact on health and mental well-being. Rural housing associations such as English Rural work in partnership with rural communities and the government to invest in building new affordable homes. They build small, well-designed developments in partnership with the local community, which remain within the control of those local communities, making sure that the villages attract and retain a balance of income earners and household types. The homes they provide stimulate local economies by creating jobs, customers for local businesses, and somewhere for a local workforce to live. They also help to maintain schools, shops, and pubs. They keep families and support networks intact, reducing isolation and risks to vulnerable households. Importantly, the focus on affordable homes supports low-income essential workers, whose value has come to the fore over recent months. During the past few months, the importance of good quality housing, built for the long-term future in rural communities, has been strongly demonstrated. Rural communities have shown their resilience. People have returned from cities to their families in rural areas. Communities have worked together and supported each other in isolation from the usual support networks and local services on which they depend. Additionally, the vital relationship between town and country has also been demonstrated. The role and appeal of rural communities is now stronger than ever. In the future, as the viability of remote working increases, people may look to move out of city centres, increasing the pressure on rural housing if the export of human resources from the countryside to urban centres reverses. But communities need people, and people need homes. Communities can only thrive with increased support for and investment in homes, most critically affordable homes. To the rural communities, the parish councils, local authorities and the housing associations that support this work, thank you.
Ten years ago, recognising the need, we looked around for an affordable housing provider that we could work with, and we found English Rural Housing. Together with them, after a little detour through the High Court and the Court of Appeal, we delivered 10 rural exception housing units for our residents. Everybody was so impressed with the quality of the build. What do we think of English Rural Housing now? Well, we've just gone into partnership with them again to deliver another 4 units for our residents, and we're very excited to have the opportunity to work with them.
My role is to work with local communities and housing associations to assess housing needs and to bring affordable homes for local communities to our rural areas. One of the associations I work with is English Rural, and I love the way that they understand the importance of appropriate development and design in the countryside, how they've retained a local presence when it comes to managing the homes once they're built, and how they contribute to making sure our rural areas remain accessible to everyone.
We've been working with English Rural Housing Association for several years now, and they've enabled us to be really ambitious, using their expertise to develop a village centre site. It's been a massive benefit of partnership working, providing 14 flats for local people, which are due to finish next year.
Genuinely affordable rural housing is one of the top priorities for this council. A council which is 140 square miles, but 93% green belt. We understand the absolute importance of making sure that we have viable, cohesive local communities across the district. I'm working with English Rural to help deliver, at the moment, 7 projects, but I know going into the future more, has been an absolute dream. The shared passion and commitment, coupled with the experience coming from English Rural, will, I know, mean that we will be delivering genuinely affordable rural housing that our communities need going forward for many years.
Living here has changed our lives by giving us affordable security and peace of mind in a lovely rural village.
It's changed my life because my son now has his own room and we now have a garden that we can just walk out into from the kitchen.
As a single mum, living in affordable housing has made it possible for me to work and live in a safe, lovely area, and gives me the peace of mind for a secure upbringing for my children.
Having an English rural home has given me a peace of mind, ultimately with no more worry over extortionate rents. It's provided me and my daughter with a quality of life where we can afford more opportunities. It's also provided us with a sense of community. It's a very close-knit community. And we're very happy here. An increased sense of well-being, I suppose.
Being able to live in a rural, affordable home has allowed me to return to the village I grew up in, live close to family members, and also allowed me to help and contribute to my local community.
I want to thank English Rural Affordable Housing. I love my home, I love my village, and I love being near my family. Thank you for making it possible.